Ghosts. They're real.
You do?
They're mean.
You have?
They're here. Ghostbusters.
Hey, anybody see a ghost?
They catch the ghost that won't stay dead. They're armed. They're dangerous.
Try to imagine all life as you know it stopping instantaneously and every molecule in your body exploding at the speed of light.
All right, that's bad. Okay. All right, important safety.
Brian Chanis, Profiles in History. Brian, who is quite an expert on a lot of items here, as well as Joe, is also on Hollywood Treasure, and he's here to share an item with us that a lot of people have a lot of interest in quite a bit. It's an original Ghostbusters pack, I believe.
That's right, from Ghostbusters 1, and then they retrofit this to use in Press into Service in Ghostbusters 2. And actually, this is the only hero Ghostbusters Proton Pack we've ever seen. This particular one, I mean, an awful lot of work went into these, and the guys at Boss Films actually created it. But we had a person come in today who'd actually visited the Sony archives, and he explained to me on a bit-by-bit level all of the nuances and why this is, and he actually identified this as being Egon Spengler's actual Proton Pack, which that was played by Harold Ramis, and he was the one who actually built these things, you know, supposedly in the fictional universe of Ghostbusters. But, you know, in particular, you know, just a couple of glaring things here that you can tell is that these are a little bit offset as opposed to being side by side. This particular nuance identified this as Egon Spengler. In addition, let me see here. Let's look. This spar right here. You know, these things were kind of cobbled together on a custom-made basis. I mean, one by one. It's not like they had an assembly line. So I think when they ran out of parts, or they decided to build one this way, they built another one in the other way. So this little aspect right here, it's screen identified on a press photo. You can see this actually matching as the one that Harold Ramis ends up, you know, using. But number of things. These were much more complex than the Ghostbusters 2 versions. All of them were used in Ghostbusters 1 and 2, the heroes, but they ended up complaining so much about the weight. This thing weighs 30 pounds plus, but can you imagine wearing it for hours at a time? You can see Bill Murray's shoulders sloped over. There was some serious weight in the movie when they were filming this. But for Ghostbusters 2, another little aspect is they used the same straps, but they actually opened them up and put extra padding in there. So these are made much more comfortable. They put more padding here. Another little aspect, they had like a half-moon wooden disc here, but you can see where the paint is silver. They removed that for Ghostbusters 1, and for 2 they put these aluminum washers here, that little rod. That's another little aspect. And he even went so detailed. I don't know if you can see right here. Now this is not really in evidence in and of itself, but it was an interesting piece of information. Do you see that little piece of masking tape? It's especially around the edge. He said all the other ones that he saw, he goes, well, this didn't have any tape where it had the actor's name, because it was the straps were fitted to the particular actor, you know, and tailor suited to them. So this one had Harold Ramis's name on it. He goes, oh, look, you know, here you have a little bit of the edge of where the masking tape was, and that's what that had Harold Ramis's name on it as well. But anyway, very interesting piece. We're excited like heck about this particular one. I mean, I think this has some extreme potential because I mean, obviously the Proton Pack. I mean, this reeks of Ghostbusters. I mean, you immediately know what it's from. There is a component right here that did get knocked off over the years. I mean, who knows where that is? But you know, that's a piece that's missing right here. And also these tubes. This tube actually belongs more on the suit. This doesn't actually belong on the pack, but right now it's on one of the S hooks that was used for the belt loop. in case the Ghostbuster wanted to put it on the belt loop. So really, this goes with the ensemble, but it doesn't belong on the Proton Pack as you see it in this configuration.
Sure, they have it like for displaying.
Yeah, and another little tidbit of information, all the labels on this are aluminum, you know, printed on aluminum, whereas the ones for Ghostbusters 2 were on vinyl, printed on vinyl. But all the little warning stickers, danger, you see all these other little aspects, you know, this is on aluminum as well. This is aluminum over here.
Pretty neat.
It is an unlicensed nuclear accelerator. Do you remember? But anyway, pretty cool piece. We're really proud to have gotten this thing for this sale. So, you know, we're anticipating some spirited bidding activity for it. But again, you never know until auction day.
Your stick. Hold! Beat him up! Smoke it! Make him hard! Ready!
Ghostbusters.